Lessons learned and bridges burned to the ground.
We're here on the Canadian Top 20 with Daughtry. Did you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Chris Daughtry.
And I'm Brian Craddock.
And you guys have your new album, Break the Spell, coming out next month. What can we look forward to?
You can look forward to a good album. Pretty sure. No, it's in all honesty, we're just really proud of it. We feel like we wrote our best stuff on this record for sure. We put a lot of hard work into it, and we hope that the fans love it as much as we do.
What are you guys listening to right now outside of?
Honestly, I just found this girl on iTunes. Every now and then I look for what's out and what's new, and if you see something enough, you start to go, all right, maybe there's something to this, and I listened to this girl named Lana Del Rey. This song, Video Games, and I'm like, it's completely different than anything I listen to or do for that matter musically, and it's, I don't know, it's so haunting and good. I've probably had it on repeat for the last 48 hours.
We have so much rock music in our life that it's kind of nice when you're off that stage to like just absorb some other stuff that kind of lets your mind free, you know. And I think that's probably where he's coming from on that other tip too, because Lana Del Rey is certainly not what I would consider the traditional rock music, you know.
Yeah.
It's maybe a little throwback though, I guess.
Yeah, I would say.
Does that influence your music in any way? Like, would you bring in an influence? I've actually heard the song you're talking about, the Lana Del Rey song, or Beach Boys. Or...
I think so. I think all that stuff kind of gets absorbed, and what always turns me on about a song and what I find great about it is melody, and from a singer standpoint, that's probably what I focus on more than lyrics, music, or anything. It's the melody and how hooky it is and how it flows with the chord progression and just the melody choices over certain chords, and I think that's what always inspires me when I hear something that's that fresh. I'm like, okay, now that's inspiring to me.
I think when you listen to the record, you were asking, does it influence what we do? And there's two moments on the record I know because I participated in one of the moments, and then on the song called Spaceship. If you listen to that, I think you'll hear some of those moments. And then there's another song called Rescue Me that was written by Chris and Josh Steely. And those two songs have this both have this throwback vibe to them that's, I think it's kind of different than anything that we've ever done. But I think if now that you know some of these little things that like pique, you know, my interest anyway, you probably can listen to it and go, oh yeah, I kind of see what he's saying now, you know? So it's neat to hear that from an artist, the things they listen to, kind of like Van Halen loved Clapton, and then if you didn't know that, you go back and listen to it, and you're like, oh yeah, it's the same licks, but it's faster, you know?
Yeah.
So I always thought that was cool. Really digging in, you can dig in, you find out what that artist likes or what your favorite artist likes, and then you go back and listen to what they listen to create that stuff, so on and so forth. And I always thought that was great. That was pretty much my cutting teeth growing up on music, you know. That's how I did it.
Do you guys, now that you're on the road so much, do you have a sort of a system worked out with your families at home in terms of like staying in touch and how you deal with being away from them?
With all the traveling, there is a lot of downtime and a lot of sitting around and waiting for the next thing to happen. So that's when we try to, you know, call everybody we can, stay in touch, reply to emails, answer texts, you know. The hard part is the when we're in different time zones and you call when they're making dinner, and it's like it's not the time.
Yeah, it doesn't
you
work.
know, and you're like, well, this is my time right now.
It doesn't work.
And so those, I think sometimes it feels a little disconnecting when you're in different time zones because you keep either missing each other or it's just harder to coordinate.
What is coming up for you guys? Are you touring? Anything like that?
We're straight up, you know, campaigning right now. We're shaking hands and kissing babies and
we can count on your vote, I'm sure.
We're basically just doing all the promo right now and getting geared up for the record. And next year, hopefully in the early spring, we're gonna have a proper tour planned out, and hopefully we can announce it, you know, early in the year.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks very much, guys, for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.